Congratulations, a 2 year extension to your contract here at Dunfermline Athletic. Just how does it feel?
Feels great. The gaffer pulled me and my brother aside. I think it was last week or something, and told us the news, and we were buzzing. To be fair, it was a happy car journey home anyway.
What do you feel has been the main factor in your development here at Dunfermline over the last little while? Has it specifically been Neil Lennon and putting that faith in yourself?
I had a not a rough start to my professional football career last season because I was injured, but as soon as Neil Lennon came in, I could tell that he liked me as a player. And this pre-season, I've really pushed on. I can see in myself, I've just came on leaps and bounds from the first day to now. Like even in training day to day, and my confidence, he's really helped me actually.
Going back to last season, as you said, you came in to full-time football with an injury, but after recovering, you went out on loan. How important was that in your development as well?
No, the loan spell was great last season at St Andrews. Started off, we weren't really winning games, so I came in, but I was still enjoying like men's football. It was a different challenge to academy anyway, more rough. And then Greg Shields came in, and we really started to turn around, and we won quite a few of our last games. And it was a really good group of boys as well, so they really like helped me, pushed me forward, and obviously told me when I was bad, but also really motivated me to keep going. And I think they all believed that I could go far and hopefully keep going forward.
I've spoken to your brother Andrew a few times about what it's like to play alongside yourself and have that kind of family feeling within the squads and winning things together, such as the Reserve Cup final over the last couple of seasons. Just from your own perspective, what has it been like to play alongside your older brother and try and replicate what he's done in terms of getting first team football?
I know, obviously, Andrew was one of the main reasons I started really watching Dunfermline. I've always been a fan, but when Andrew got his first contract, I was there week in, week out, watching him every game, and it just motivated me so much to get that contract and to get playing minutes. Obviously, I didn't get to play last season, but this season just I've not played with him much, but like, every time I step on the pitch, I'm grateful because he's always there. Like if I'm having a bad game or if I make a mistake, he's always the first one to like tell me, like console me, but also like get me to do better. And I think we just know each other so well because we've played since little boys in the garden and coming through the academy, and then when he came back from Hibs in the 18s and then up with reserves, it's just you can see it. The chemistry is like we know what each other's going to be doing, and it's the same with the other young boys as well. I think that's why we done so well in the reserves. We're just such a tight knit group that we all basically one big family really.
Talk to us about your feelings and emotions last weekend when you were named in the starting 11 for the first competitive match of the season in front of a big crowd at Tynecastle in the Premier Sports Cup.
No, it was surreal. It was after training one day. I think it was the Thursday. The gaffer, I walked back with training with him, and he just told me I'm going to play on the Saturday. And I wasn't shocked, but I was like, started to get a feeling in my stomach, a wee bit nervousness. But I knew that I've done what I needed to do to try get that spot in the team, and then just walking out and in the change room before. Like you're gonna be nervous, but as soon as the whistle blew after the first 10 minutes, I really got settled into the game, and it just felt like a normal game. And then when we scored, the fans, it's what you dream about, playing in front of that many, like all the Pars fans and that, especially coming out at half time and everything. They were just so loud and just surreal to take in the moment.
What could that whole experience and playing in that environment at that standard of football do for yourself, your development, and trying to kick on even further here at Dunfermline?
No, I think it's actually a good thing for me that my debut was such a established club, such a good standard of a team. Because like, not saying that's the hardest game that I'll play, but it's like the players I was playing against, like Shankland, James Wilson, like they've played with Scotland, so it's like learning off them. not going to get much strikers better than them. So just taking like wee things that you can do and get better is, I think it's a good thing for me anyway. And I've really learned a lot from that game that I can take into the season, hopefully.
You've had that taste now of first team football, 3 more group stage games to come before the league campaign starts. You'll be hoping to be involved in those 3 games and really continue to keep your starting spot and cement your place within the starting 11.
Yeah, hopefully I'll keep performing well and not give the gaffer a reason to take me out of the team. And if I can keep my spot, I know my ability that I'll be fine and I'll be able to play. Hopefully be an asset to the team going forward and going back.
And just finally, you've mentioned the fans a couple of times throughout this interview. They gave you so much encouragement at Tynecastle last week and throughout pre-season and the friendly matches. How much has that meant to you, and how do you feel that their support could again continue to aid your development as you play first team football?
No, it's great. Like the confidence they give you, especially even in the pre-season friendlies. Like you hear them. Obviously, there wasn't as many, but still, even though there's not as many, they're still loud. They're still backing you. And even if it does go bad or it takes a turn in the game, you can always rely on them to get you back up. Like Hearts, like after 30 minutes, 20 minutes to about 70 before the penalty, I really fought standing on the pitch. Like the crowd, we were louder than the Hearts fans, and I could really feel like we might get something here, and that's based on the fans as well, really encouraging us. And I don't really look at much stuff offline, but my mum always likes to read comments and that. I just try to keep my head down and just don't look at all, but mum likes to read it and says hopefully they're liking me anyway, so hopefully I can keep impressing them.
Well, on behalf of all supporters, congratulations again on your new deal, and let's hopefully continue to see that development going throughout this campaign.
Thank you.